Well, back guys, the Big City Cool 1872. It is Sunday, it's the 14th of September, and before we get into this news, I would just like to say rest in peace to Ricky Hatton, a great boxer, a great British boxer, and yeah, sad that he's sadly no longer with us, so RIP. And I wish I had some good news to really bring you today, but I don't. We're just compounding it here on this Sunday, folks, because Russell Martin, you can see it in front of you. Russell Martin is set to stay on as Rangers head coach as he retains the backing of the club's board. Now, you know, you've got the Rangers review, you've got Daily Record, you've got a few other things reporting this. So I'll read a bit of the Daily Record article. Despite having got off to the club's worst start in 47 years, with Gers now perched 10th in the table, Record Sport understands IBROX boss Andrew Kavanagh and Parig Marafi are standing by the 39-year-old. Martin remains in post with the support of the club's new American owners and will be in the dugout for the next weekend's Premier Sports quarter-final at home to Hibs. So, I've ran out of words to say here, folks, right? You know my opinion. We know everyone's opinion. Um, I thought silencing happy clappers was practically impossible, but there's no one wanting to keep this guy. The only people wanting this guy in a job are the 49ers. What's that guy called? What's that? Patrick Stewart, that FUD. And opposition fans. That is literally the only people that want this guy to remain in a job. I mean, I could sit here and rant and rave. Believe me, man, I'm angry, I'm fuming, but I just don't have it in me anymore, man, to be seriously. It's just got sad. It just makes me sad rather than mad. And when it gets to that point, it's beyond saving for the manager, right? He needs to go. There is no fixing it. I was even saying before the Hearts game, for this guy to fix it, I literally feel like trophies would need to be delivered this season, right? They're not going to be delivered. We cannot buy a win domestically. He's sitting with a 23% win ratio after, 13 games, which is just completely and utterly unacceptable. You can't spin it. The guy yesterday turns around and says that, well, the fans are entitled to their opinion for wanting them at the club, right? It's no longer an opinion, right, that the fans have got on Russell Martin. It's facts. You cannot survive what he has dished out. It is the worst start in 47 years. We have got 4 points out of 15, right? Now, if this was 10 points, or 9, 10, 11 points or something, right, and there was like a quarter of the fan base wanting the guy out, then he could be like, well, some fans are entitled to their opinion, right? But it's no longer an opinion, it's facts. It's utter shite. He is the worst manager in our history, and that's factual. He is worse than Le Glen. He is worse than Pedro. He is worse than Murty. He is worse than Beale. See, I mean, Beale had 72% win ratio. See, as much as Beale was a car salesman, the guy had 72% win ratio, and I stand by this. If Michael Beale didn't come in against a prime Ange Postecoglou, I think it would have been relatively alright. You know, if Michael Beale's... You take Michael Beale's, 300 days in charge of Rangers, and you put it at the start of this season to the end of this season, he probably wins the league with 72% win ratio. Because looking at the quality across the city, it's not that good, but look at us. Look at the quality across Scotland. We're not better than any of it. With Russell Martin, we'll struggle to finish top six. Now, I'm not going to pretend, we could get relegated. Realistically, right, with the quality that we possess, and yeah, I used the word quality lightly there, but, you know, uh, um, we still, relegation, honestly, if this guy took it, he's not going to take us down, right, because he won't get the opportunity to take us down, right, but big questions are at the feet of the 49ers, right? They are going to find out rather quickly that we will not put up with this shit. You look across the city, if you can boycott games for winning 13 out of 14 league titles and countless other cups and all that stuff, then you can boycott games of football when you don't sack a manager who's picking up 4 points out of 15 and you've won practically hee-haw in the past 13 years. So for me, the stadium has to be empty against Hibs. What is the point of keeping them? Why wait till we're at the cup? Why wait till we're a game in the Euro. I wish it was Champions. Why wait till we're already got a defeat in the Europa League? Why wait till the gap's 12 points in the league? Sack him now. He should have been sacked after the Dundee game. And I stand by that. It's getting worse. There is no sign of it getting better, right? Honestly, the Old Firm game just masked how shite we are because Celtic were just as bad. And saying that, it was a draw, which on paper is so much better for them than it is for us. It truly is rock bottom. Next week we'll go lower. We will get knocked out the cup by Hibs. I mean, Hibs have been shipping goals. We know what Hibs do. They score goals. What do? We ship goals and don't score them. So that tells me it's a recipe for disaster, and we'll get knocked out the cup. Hibs scudded us last season at IBROX. Yo, I was saying this to Jambo Bear earlier, right? What is Rangers' form in like 2025? What was it last season? It was like 7 games without a win at IBROX. You take Russell Martin, right? The 5 league games that we've played so far, and add them on to like every league game. Well, just every league game in 2025 so far. What is the state of it? Honestly, what is the actual state of it, man? I don't know where we go from here, but Patrick Stewart, you've got to go. Kevin Thelwell, you've got to go. Absolute fraud bringing Shermitty in for 8 million. I don't give a fuck if it's one game. He's done. It's over. It is all over. But be as well with me up front. Honestly, at least I'd try. Oh, that's harsh. No, it's no harsh. Because the guy's no good enough, right? Yeah, he might get 3 goals this season, but is that worth spending 8 million? Money laundering at its finest. I don't give a shit what you say. Corruption to the core. The 49ers, well, they don't have a Scooby snack if they think they're keeping this guy. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I want the 49ers to go, because the good thing about them is they've got money. But what good is giving Russell Martin 40 million if you're not going to sack him when it goes tits up? And I think that's the biggest problem here. The 49ers have got to admit they got things wrong. They've got to do that. They've got to take accountability. But are they? It apparently looks like they're not going to. So, for whatever reason, folks, we're stuck with this guy until we're at the cup or till we go 12 points behind. Now, in terms of good news, there's a real lack of it. But they said the same about Clement last season. I think it was after the St Mirren game. And then he got sacked not long after because we get beat against Queen's Park. So, to me, this doesn't mean that Martin is like guaranteed the season or he's guaranteed to see the new year or whatever. He's guaranteed to see Halloween. He could be gone after the Hibs game. I don't know how they listened to the atmosphere against Hearts yesterday. The chance of get to fuck. The chance joining in with the Hearts chance of you're getting sacked in the morning, and I've came to the conclusion that this guy has to stay in a job. I mean, I'm hearing rumours, it would cost 7 million to pay him off. Well, if we keep him, we're not getting European football for next season, so Rangers, weigh up the options, son. It's going to cost you more to keep him. Anyway, rock bottom. I'm going to try and enjoy the rest of my Sunday, but it's practically impossible.